I love Doug Peterson, and I used to hate him. He beat me in the Super Bowl when he was in Philly, but there's just something about that visor and him in Jacksonville I especially love, and he's brought some funk and some fun down to Jacksonville. I think him and Trevor have a great relationship. Obviously, I'm not there like you are, but I got to know what's it like having Dougie P down there on the sidelines with you guys and every day.
It's just a guy who expects a lot from us. The guys that he brought in, he expects to win now. Like, it's not just because you could say it's a learning process or whatever. Like, as soon as we got there, he's like, I'm trying to win every game now. And he'll tell you that third game of the season has playoff implications. You're like, what are you talking about? But he's been there, done that. Like, he understands it. And I think I told him, like, don't deviate from that. That's the message you want to send. Like, don't let people say, like, why are you putting that in our heads right now? Like, you know what it takes to win a Super Bowl. So we put a lot of trust in him, as long as he puts a lot of trust in us, but he expects the best out of us, like every practice, every OTA, every game. Like, it's he works us, but it's all for good in the end.
Yeah, and the division is so young. AFC South it's so young with the Colts and Will Levis who's had an interesting career so far. But I like him. I think he's interesting. I like Will Levis.
Yeah, he is interesting for sure.
Big Mayo guy. Who knows?
Right.
And C.J. Stroud obviously, and then Anthony Richardson. So the division's very young. Where I don't know if anyone else is putting it like this, but you guys, the Jaguars, are kind of like the veterans a little bit. I'm not saying you guys are old, but Trevor Lawrence, he's got a little bit more experience. You guys just brought in Mac Jones, great backup quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
What are the expectations going into this year?
I mean, we're trying to get, obviously win the division. That's first and foremost. Win the division. You win the division. You win all your games at home. Usually, you're looking at one of the top seeds in the AFC. So that's our first goal, I'd say. Our next first goal is to make a run in the playoffs. If you're playing better, I think kind of last year we started off hot, had some correctable stuff that we weren't correcting. It kind of caught up to us in the end. We went cold at the end of the year. So I think our new goal is to play our best football going into the end of the year, because it's really the team who's healthiest, team who's hottest, going to those playoffs to be able to make that run. And I think, you just get used to playing winning football, understanding situations, all that just gets heightened in the playoffs. Like, every situation matters. I think being the, fittest team, like, hey, the healthiest and the most in shape, and then being the best situational team is really how you win games in January, February now. So if you want to make that Super Bowl run, that's what we're all playing for. I think it's just winning our division, winning the games we're supposed to win, not beating ourselves, then being able to be playing our best ball at the end of the season.